it's a big game.
Mm,
Vincent Setsuka, I haven't seen too much of him.
mm.
I know he plays for the Sharks. I saw him against Munster. He was pretty good. But good evening and welcome to the Green and Gold podcast, where we talk all things rugby and all things green and gold. I'm Wasim Predicts, and on the opposite end is my co-host.
Said Mohammed, man, what a time to be alive. Back to back, coming back from a Barbadians victory. What a game. Mr.
Yes,
Fredericks, how are you doing?
look, I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the highlight reel that was a game. But I don't know. There's just a air about this week that is not like last week. It's a real international game that, although last week they said it's a serious thing, we're taking this, treating it as a test match and all of that stuff. We know that this week is the real deal. And I can't help but, feel a little bit more hype. I don't know. I don't know about you. I can never take a Barbarians game too seriously. It was always here in tour, and for me, it was always a bit of a I don't mind if I don't see it. How did you feel having a look at?
Ah, exciting match indeed. I think it was just first of all, it was great to have the green and gold back back on our screens. It was exciting
Yeah,
to see our something that we as South Africans are very proud of
it
to see
is.
back on our screens and be supporting. Was it the same intensity and the preparation? No, I have to agree. I didn't take it as serious as a test match. Like
Yeah,
I probably will take this Italy test match coming up a lot more serious, and that's gonna count. Vincent getting his official cap. If
yeah,
all goes well this weekend. This is what we live for, is these official test rugby matches, man. And of course, that
exactly.
Barbadians game wasn't as serious. Good names on paper, but it wasn't
Yeah,
taken too seriously. So
yeah,
yeah, I'm fully in agreement of you there, though.
yeah. Look, Saeed, speaking about taking things seriously, I think we've reached a stage now, and we made a decision with the last episode that listen, we'd also like to take this seriously, and we'll expand on it a little bit. I will lead us to it, but I want to urge individuals because I don't know the brothers and whoever's viewing this is has just been sleeping on the guys, and I
Mm.
really want to urge the people. If you don't know about the Green and Gold podcast, then please know about it. Do watch the episodes, interact with the reels, like it, share to your story, uh, blow it up because we do put work into it. This
Yes.
is it's Tuesday night. It's icy cold. I'm in the middle of nowhere in Swellen, Dam, the beautiful little guest house over here. Yeah,
Wow,
it's
wow.
usually have those random scary looking paintings on my wall. So we really do put in the work in order to make this a reality, and we want to put it to put in more work. But so
100%.
yeah, we would
I'm in
appreciate.
agreement with this, Mr. Fredericks. As you can see, please follow our WhatsApp channel. I've put in our bio. Follow it on our WhatsApp channel, our
Yeah,
Instagram. See the cool little graphics that we're bringing up to the screens. And very soon, Mr. Fredericks, very soon, you might see us rub shoulders with the green and gold with the Springboks themselves.
yeah. So
So,
interact with us now, rather before we get too quiet to follow you back and
mm,
to respond to your comments and stuff like that. It's gonna guys, we're gonna blow up soon, and you wanna get this while it's still nice and hot. Okay,
do
so
you want to
don't.
tell them, Mr. Fredericks, or not yet? Not yet.
Yeah, no, look, we can. I don't want. I don't want to have nuffs. but look, guys. I'm being honest. It's rewarding when we get reaction that we're looking for, and we're working on things behind the scenes to make it a reality. And I really just wanted to as much as we'd like to speak rugby, I wanted to just speak a little bit about who we are and what sort of classifies us and sort of spurred us on to do this in general.
Yeah,
Um, and for those that do not know us from a bar of soap, I know I'm not a stranger to media. I record videos regularly, or at least I try to be as regular as I
it's
can
possible.
be. And it might seem random, but I've always felt very strongly about rugby as a sport, especially South African green and cold rugby in particular. And it's just a sport that's been very dear to me since I was a little guy. I've got vivid memories of me as a 6 year old in the lounge, watching the Stormers in all black,
Ah.
the Braytons on this world doing the front flips on the field.
Uh,
This is where we're from. This is how we grew
mm,
up. Um, not stats individuals, not
mm,
big. I played a little bit, but not a big player of the game. But just two very passionate people
100%.
strongly about the game. Uh, and that's
Wow.
just a little
Wow,
bit
wow,
of
Mr. Felix.
to add.
I think to Mr. Felix, I'll spot on here a bit of my side. Huge, huge love of the Springboks. My blood is green. Being a player of the game. Um, I love the game tremendously. I also have vivid memories, very good memories, of course, waking up early, taking my mattress to my parents' room because the Stormers is playing at 5 to 7 against the Crusaders. Still dark outside. Having the hope we can officially overturn the Crusaders. Memories of my student card at Newlands, sitting at
Yeah.
Danny Craven, I think paying then
Mm,
150 Rand for the season,
for
and
the
then looking
season,
forward to
that's
the only
what it was at school.
yeah, and looking forward to the only international test on it, which at that point was the Tri Nations, which have either been against Australia and against the All
New
Blacks,
Zealand.
and of course, then I've seen the likes of William Kenya still coming up. He was still on the bench at that point in time.
Quite
The likes of
good.
Lloyd Cooper. So that's where I'm at. Huge love for the game, huge love for local rugby. Big fan of the Curry Cup. Seen Cheslin come up in his days, and
Yeah,
I think that's where we're at this point. Um, and yeah, just keep following us. We're just huge lovers of this game. Just want to spread the awareness of two colored boys trying to bring the love and trying to change the All Black to the Springbok. That is I think more or less. But I think we'd be lying to say if the true thing is for us not to, of course, rub shoulders with these legends, people that we truly honor and truly look forward to week in, week
yeah,
out. The double, the four-time reigning world rugby
yeah.
champions. And
Saeed, I must ask you this. As you were speaking there, I got flashbacks of me as a 9 year old in Spa or Checkers. I don't know if you are one of these guys as well, begging your mother to get you a SA Rugby mag. I don't know. Were you a big SA Rugby mag guy or not?
definitely wasn't for me. I didn't have to pay for it. My dad worked for a print house at that time, so
Jeez.
every week I just get one freely into my
Yeah, I know
bedroom.
we're gonna slice this up and tag SA Rugby mag so they can be aware of that. Because I think for many, I don't know, I didn't know anyone else who was as interested in the monthly kind of issue
Yeah.
of SA Rugby mag. But look, yeah, that's just really just what we wanted to slot in there. There are big things happening this weekend. The team announcement has happened. If you follow the Green and Gold podcast on our WhatsApp channel, you'll know that the team was out as soon as it was announced, and we had it on the WhatsApp channel as well. We'll leave all the links in the bio or the description of this video. But Saeed, what do you make of the team?
Mr. Felix, what I can make from the team is wow, 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 wow. Just like every week in, week out, just like who's Rashi gonna choose to, put on the
I
field this
I
week?
can't get
It's like
into his head anymore, man. I thought I understood the methods, but I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I
I
look at
don't.
it's absolutely phenomenal the fact that he has probably over 60 to 70 players that he can choose freely to start against any international team at this point in time, right? You're looking at this team, right? You have Ox, Malcolm, Valko, Eben, Lood, Marco van Staden, Vincent Tutsuka. Oh, amazing. Very excited for him to get his first cap for the green and gold. Jasper coming in at eighth man. Oh my goodness. Mone van der Berg to get another start. Absolutely exciting. They had a brilliant game last week against the Barbers. Andre Pollard, the clutch king. Like I look at that backline, my goodness, like that's basically that backline there is the World Cup, the 2023 starting backline.
Against
Currently Damien,
Romania.
Jesse, Damien Willemse. And yeah, having on your bench, like
For
I
the
was listening to
first,
Rasi today. Yeah, in the press conference, he was saying like the starting lineup, the average age is 32 years old. Can you believe it? That is mighty old. However, these are guys who are in their prime at this point in time.
yes.
And then of course, let's not even talk about the bench, like so Bongi, Vincent Koch, Hendrik Wessels, Orgia, Franco, Quacha, Faf and Willie. Um, my goodness, man, I don't know where to start. I'm excited to see next week's starting lineup. See
Next,
who else is trying in the setup.
look, I'm two-minded, and maybe it's because there are a few new guys there, and I'm not two-minded in the sense that, hey, are we gonna win this or not? I'm two-minded in the sense of it's a big game.
Mm,
Vincent Tetsuka, I haven't seen too much of him.
mm,
I know he plays for the Sharks. I saw him against Munster. He was pretty good. But I'm always gonna refer to this. I don't know if it's the Stormer in me. A little piece of me wanted to see, either, if you were gonna give if you were gonna give, not regular starters an opportunity. I was really hoping maybe Roos gets it out there against
mm,
Italy. Um, Especially since he's a little bit more experienced than Vincent, and this is we are playing a big nation. It's Italy. So
mm,
I would have really thought if you're gonna go with the strongest team, to go with the actual strongest team, and strongest. I'm experienced because your experienced guys are your leaders in the team, and I really thought he's going to go with that. Surprised with the scrum option as well, Morne van der Berg. Who admittedly I think he had a decent game against the Barbars, but
yes.
it's going to be quite the exam against Italy, who Rasi referred to as well is a new team under the coach. They play a structured game under the new head coach. They play a structured game. It's not the loose Italy that we know. So yeah, it's not that I'm not happy with the team. It's just that there's a couple of question marks that I think Rasi would have maybe also um, thought of, but then again, I said I don't know how to get into his head. I'm not sure how his head works. And then another concern for me is probably Bongi,
Mm-hmm.
who hasn't been looking in the greatest of spaces,
Mm,
especially in the URC and as of late for the Springboks as well. As of late, and I mean last year, because that's as recent as we
yeah.
obviously go. So I would have liked to see maybe, and I'm probably going to mention individuals that maybe not in the squad, and I would have liked to see maybe what's the other his son-in-law.
Yes,
What's
yes,
his
yes, 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 yes.
uh, you can't get to it either.
Oh my goodness, not JJ.
JJ Engel, no.
Oh my goodness, this is bad, eh? This is bad.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
in general, I think hooker, maybe number 12 is also a position that makes me a little bit nervous. Although I'm pretty happy with what the centers look like this weekend. I think it's probably the
mm.
strongest options he could have gone with. But yeah,
Andre
seeing the
Hugo
team,
Venter.
Andre Hugo Venter, yes, yeah. So I think hooker is one of the positions that I just have a question mark over, and I'm surprised there hasn't been more exploration in that department. as well as at number 12.
Mm.
I would have maybe expected to see Andre Esterhuizen there again, especially since they've been experimenting with him. Dialendi is not also one of as you mentioned the youngest anymore, and the general average age of all the players are on the increase. But uh, I'm not going to complain too much. I know they're going to go out there. I know they're going to do a job. But yeah, I just had to raise those question marks
Yeah, my
around.
question to you is now, who, on the 12, right? Damien is there and he's on form. Like, who do we play there? Let's say we should not. Like, Ethan Hooker is a 13, right? Are we moving the likes of Pollard to the 12s and then moving our
That's
fly
the only
off to
individual I can
Watson?
think of. That's the only individual I can think of. Because Damian Willems, and he plays majority, not majority, but he plays quite a bit of rugby at number 12 for the Stormers.
Yeah.
But I don't think he kind of fits the Springbok mold of a 12,
Yeah.
which is your Lendi, Andre Esterhuizen, Rou, a bust, strong running 12.
Mm.
So to me, the obvious choice is seeing that we have fly-offs and Spain fly-offs and fly-offs that are flying out of our ears. Um, I would have put Andre maybe to get some time at number 12, and to give the guys Mani and Mr. Nkumazulu and
Mm.
fly off as well, and maybe see what that looks like and explore that regularly. But I guess only time will tell, Mr.
Time will
Mohammed.
tell, man. But the real topic of discussion here for me, Mr. Fredericks, and maybe we'll just pop up our team sheet above here, is the man that we put on the team sheet this week that we have chosen, the
Mm,
greatest wing currently of our time. Some may say the greatest rugby player in our time,
yeah.
Mr. Cheslin Colby. Come
Now
on.
he had a special game. He had a special game, and for me, it was like he was just there to express himself. It was like I don't know if you know. You get da- dancers that are choreographed and they're doing the
Yeah,
moves that they rehearsed,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then you the freestyle dancers who just express themselves and dance according to the beat and do these things. For me, he was just on the field on the weekend and he was just doing a bunch of freestyling to me, just expressing who he is, just like skipping the structure and just trying to beat the guys
Oh, he,
and
he, he made
thrive.
me play rugby again. It reminded me of vintage Cheslin at Western Province. Just
Yeah,
getting the freedom, stepping one, stepping here,
just
let
an
me just bounce.
enjoyment.
Let me
Enjoyment.
bounce a hooker. Um, Liam Kirby Orange, my goodness, pocket rockets, and we have the likes of Edwin van der Merwe sitting on the back. We have Mampimpi waiting to get the opportunity. We have the likes of Sebastian from the Bulls waiting to get some sort of a call up. We have Ethan Hooker who can play 13 and can play wing at a phenomenal career with the Sharks. It's like, who do we pick if we have the coach sitting currently in our starting line? We cannot leave
Yeah,
them out. Curly Orange, absolutely amazing to see him playing back home again after coming back from Japan.
yeah.
Enjoyable rugby that I've seen him under the high ball. Yeah, I'm just so excited to see what
To me,
Cheslin has to offer.
this is a movie. It's really a movie when you can take off Jean Luc and replace him with Quagga, and get to see Chislin express himself, and you get to see little snippets on Twitter of
Mm,
Trump Saldrat, not well, that's the original one, but the name that they gave to Tan Yuan's, just his mythical way of feeling so strongly about scrums. It's really like a
yeah.
movie and reminds me of some mythical Harry Potter-ish, uh, you know, fairy tale where everybody just has a superpower of their own. And I really, I
100%.
can't wait to see what the season holds in storage for us for the rest of the year. It's still a long year, and I'm super hyped to see what's going to happen this weekend. I think let's just see what the future holds, man. And I wanna end this to say that Case Rugby is back. Let's try to squeeze into our 2023 rugby jerseys until we can manage to print a huge Pick and Pay logo on there. Uh, and
No, no, no,
yeah,
no.
good to
Exciting,
see.
exciting times. I'm excited to see Willie get his 100th cap. And a lot of talks about Dan and his farm, eh? Dan and his secret farm and what traditional doings he's doing, and not really worrying about the new equipment that has come into play, just sticking to the old scrumming against real humans, working on the farm. Dan, the man who has become the talk of the town, I think has come somewhat taken the attention of Rassi. And now Dan is now the talk of the town. And we're excited to see him scrum against now a solid team that is playing together for a while.
And who does not have a bad scrum either, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So,
We will never write Italy off for anything at this point in time.
because we know what it's like to lose to them. But Saeed, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. Before the battery completely dies, and it's gonna be a rude goodbye. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, leave a comment there. Just let us know what you think we can improve, what you enjoyed,
Mm.
and yeah, please just share the love so that we can grow and grow as a community in general.
Hey. Guys, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Follow our WhatsApp channels. And soon, perhaps you'll see us at some under 20 games, maybe some local rugby games. We'll be attending and maybe just showing our presence and giving some personal verdicts and analytics. But we look forward to it. Mr. Fredericks 2025 is a year that Rassi doesn't want to take a L. It's a year the World Rugby Cup pools get chosen. So very,
Yes,
very exciting to see. But from
yes,
my side,
indeed.
Said Mohammed, thank you so much for this evening, Mr. Fredericks.
Lekker man. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Have a lekker week, man.